Howdy hey, welcome back to All About That Disney Life. I am Danny B, the girl who is all about that Disney life. We now move on to Monsters, Inc., which came out in 2001. So let's get to know this cast. John Goodman was Sully. Billy Crystal was Mike Wazowski. Sorry, I just had to say it like it is in the movie because that is the best line ever. Mary Gibbs provided the vocal effects for Boo. Steve Buscemi was Randall Boggs. James Coburn was Henry J. Waternoose. Jennifer Tilly was Celia May. Bob Peterson was Roz. John Ratzenberger was the Abominable Snowman. Frank Oz was Fungus. Daniel Gearson was Needleman and Smitty. Steve Suskin was Jerry. Bonnie Hunt was Flint. Jeff Pigeon was Bile. And Sam Black was George Sanderson. Now we move on to the facts all about the Monsters, Inc. Number 1, the development. The idea for the movie was conceived in a lunch in 1994 attended by John Lasseter, Pete Docter, Andrew Stanton, and Joe Ranft during the near completion of Toy Story. One of the ideas that came out of the brainstorming session was a movie about monsters. Number 2, the production. Docter began work on the movie that was to become Monsters, Inc. in 1996. Its code name was Hidden City, named for Docter's favorite restaurant in Point Richmond. By early February of 1997, Docter had drafted a treatment together with Harley Jessup, Jill Colton, and Jeff Pigeon that had some resemblance to the final movie. Docter pitched the story to Disney with some initial artwork on February 4th of that year. He and his story team left with some suggestions in hand and returned to pitch a refined version of the story on May 30th. At this pitch meeting, longtime Disney animator Joe Grant suggested the title Monsters, Inc., a play on title of a gangster movie, Murder, Inc., which stuck. The movie marks the first Pixar feature to not be directed by Lasseter, instead being directed by Docter, as well as Lee Unkrich and David Silverman, who served as co-directors. The early test of Monsters, Inc. was released on October 11th, 1998. Number 3, the premiere. This movie premiered on October 28, 2001 at the EI Capitan Theater. This movie was released into theaters in the United States on November 2nd, 2001, in Australia on December 26, 2001, and in the United Kingdom on February 8, 2002. The release was accompanied by the Pixar short animated movie For the Birds. Number 4, the box office. On opening day, this movie earned $17.8 million, then generated $26.9 million the following day, making it the second highest Saturday gross of all time behind The Mummy Returns. It's held the record for having the biggest opening weekend of an animated movie, making over $62 million and surpassing the previous record held by Toy Story 2. The movie was ranked as the biggest 3-day opening weekend for a Disney movie, beating Pearl Harbor. It was even the 4th movie of the year to reach $60 million in its first 3 days after The Mummy Returns, Planet of the Apes, and Rush Hour 2. The movie made over $289 million in North America and over $287 million in other territories for a worldwide total of over $577 million. The movie is Pixar's 9th highest grossing movie worldwide and 6th in North America. In the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Malta, it earned over $53 million, making the 6th highest grossing animated movie of all time in the country and the 32nd highest grossing movie of all time. In Japan, it made over $4 million during its opening weekend and ranking second behind The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Number 5, the awards. At the Academy Awards, If I Didn't Have You won for Best Music for Original Song. At the Annie Awards, this movie won for Outstanding Character Animation. At the ASCAP Film and Television Music Awards, this movie won for Top Box Office Films. At the Boogie Awards, this movie won the Boogie Award in Silver. At the BAFTA Awards, this movie won for Best Feature Film. At the Satellite Awards, this movie won for Best Youth DVD. At the Grammy Awards, If I Didn't Have You won for Best Song Written for a Motion Picture, Television, or Other Visual Media. At the Hachi Film Awards, this movie won for Best Foreign Language Films. At the San Diego Film Critics Society Awards, Steve Buscemi won the special award. At the World Soundtrack Awards, If I Didn't Have You won for Best Original Song Written for a Film. At the Golden Trailer Awards, this movie won for Best Animation/Family. At the Phoenix Film Critics Society Awards, this movie won for Best Animated Film. At the DVD Exclusive Awards, this movie won for Best Menu Design. And at the Tokyo Anime Awards, this movie won for an International Theater Award. Number 6, the attractions and the rides. In 2006, Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue opened at Disney's California Adventure at the Disneyland Resort. The dark ride was developed to boost the theme park's lagging attendance. In 2007, Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor opened at Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, replacing the Timekeeper. The show is improvisational in nature and features the opportunity for guests to interact with the monster comedians and even submit jokes of their own by text message. The attraction has been praised for it being original, but has been criticized for being in Tomorrowland. In the scene at the end of the movie where Mike is making the boy laugh, a poster saying Tomorrowland can be seen behind him. This can possibly be why they chose to put the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom. And in 2009, Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek opened at Tokyo Disneyland. Number 7, where can we find these characters at the parks? Well, sit back and relax. We got another list. Let's start off with Mike Wazowski. At Disneyland, Mike appears as a large puppet for the Carnival of Color pre-show from the original World of Color's debut year. However, unlike other puppets from the pre-show, he and Sebastian were not used in the Disneyland version of the Paint the Night Electrical Parade due to appearing on the floats based on their movies. In Disney California Adventure, he appears in Monster, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue and shows up for meet and greets at Pixar Pier. At Walt Disney World, at Magic Kingdom, Mike is the host of Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor, in which he introduces the monster comedians and tries to prove to Roz that the comedy club model of collecting laugh energy will work. Mike has his own spell card in the Disney World attraction Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom called Mike's Grand Entrance. At Tokyo Disney Resort, Mike appears in Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek, in which he teaches the guests how to play flashlight tag. Next character is Sully. At Disneyland, at Disney California Adventure, Sully appears in Monsters, Inc. Mike and Sully to the Rescue. He also makes cameos in several holiday iterations of World of Color. Sully can currently be found leading the Monsters, Inc. unit of the Paint the Night Parade. He also occasionally does meet and greet appearances at Pixar Pier. At Tokyo Disney Resort, an animatronic of Sully appears in Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek. The last character you can see is Celia. Celia appears in attractions based on the films such as Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully to the Rescue at Disney California Adventure, and Monsters, Inc. Ride and Go Seek at Tokyo Disneyland. Celia also makes a minor appearance in the Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor attraction. Her voice is heard over the intercom telling the guests when they can enter the laugh floor. And there you have it, all the facts to a Monsters, Inc. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a zippity-doo-dah day. Goodbye.